I don't know if I should start timing these. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, click the subscribe button. Today I'm going to be doing my 34-week pregnancy update. I am so sorry I missed 33 weeks because I was super sick. I am still super sick, you can hear from my voice. But nonetheless, I am back. I am doing videos and I am here for my 34-week pregnancy update. So let's go on to my apps like I do every single week. I'm going to go on to Pregnancy Plus first. And this is what baby looks like this week. I am on day 239 and this is what he looks like. He is 18.19 inches and 5.25 pounds. So insane considering Victoria was born at exactly 6 pounds. So and 19.5 inches long. That is what baby looks like this week. That is his actual size, and your baby's weight's about 5.5 pounds now. So insane. From now until birth, your baby will gain approximately 1/2 of a pound per week. Your baby's kidneys are nearly fully developed and your baby's liver is starting to function. So crazy. I need to go get myself a water. So got my water. So that is all into that app. So now onto Baby Center. So I have 41 days to go and the baby is the size of a cantaloupe this week. So crazy. So that is all onto my apps this week. Now onto my symptoms. So one thing for sure is that I've been nesting like crazy. So if you guys see behind me, we got our bassinet this week. So exciting. We got our car seat. We are completely 100% ready for baby. We have nothing else to buy except for one thing, and that is for his name reveal in the hospital, so it's not like a huge thing. I have been nesting like crazy before I got sick. Before I got sick, I was cleaning and nesting like crazy. I was getting ready for him. I set up his bassinet. I set up our room and everything like that, and everything is fully 100% ready for him to come. Obviously, like, he still needs to cook in there for a couple more weeks, but I have just been nesting like crazy. I have been waiting for this time where I can just nest. I have been craving nesting. Like, it is so crazy. With Victoria, I nested at 20 weeks. So I was a very early nester with her. This time around, I'm just like, is it gonna be time for me to nest yet? My house is getting dirty. Where's my motivation? You know, all of that type of stuff. But so this is kind of all into my 33rd week of pregnancy. Obviously, I did miss my 33-week pregnancy update. End of 32 weeks, I started getting really thirsty for water, which never happens. It was like I was just kind of needing that water and just kind of being really thirsty. So as you can see, like I said, we got our bassinet and everything like that, set it up. I was sick when I did set it up, so it wasn't very fun. But yeah, we bought it and it actually arrived a couple days before it said that it was supposed to, which is like the best present ever when Amazon's just like, nah, I got you. We'll ship it a couple days earlier than it says it's supposed to. This is his bassinet. I'm loving it. I love his bassinet so much. Another thing this week, and it only happened one day, I want to say, but the nausea hit, and it hit like a ton of bricks. I remember one day I was just sitting there at a random time. It wasn't even like being hungry or anything like that. It wasn't like morning sickness. But my nausea just hit randomly, sporadically, no idea what it was, still have no idea, but it lasted all night long, and I'm just like, dude, like, go away. So I had to take a nausea pill that night, and it eventually went away, but not before I didn't get a good night's sleep. So another thing is I'm having floaters in my vision again. It keeps happening more and more often than it did before, which really sucks, and I just wish that it would go away because it's so frustrating and like kind of concerning. My doctor obviously said like it wasn't a concern or anything like that because vision problems happen, which is so true. Like I'm not getting new glasses until I'm done with this pregnancy for that reason. But I just don't know why this keeps happening. It just feels like it's so frustrating. And I just don't understand why it keeps happening. It's happening at random times. It's not like I'm dizzy or anything like that. It's not like I'm disoriented. It's not anything like that. So I truly don't know what it is, but it sucks. And I just wish the floaters would go away. Oh my gosh, this past week, I have been having tons of restless leg syndrome. So I do get restless leg quite a bit in my life, just like not being pregnant. But this week in particular, I've had restless leg so much, and I don't know if it's like the extra weight on my legs that is causing this or what it is, but it is happening constantly. And last night it actually happened again. I took a hot bath, and well, not like a hot bath, but like, you know, like pregnancy bath. Constantly I will wake up. I remember waking up one night, I want to say it was like 2 a.m. and I woke up and I just had to walk around the house because it was just not going away. I put the heating pad on it. Usually heat helps with my restless leg, but for some reason it just wasn't helping. So I had to walk to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and then I had to just kind of walk around at 2 a.m. in the morning, try and get my restless leg to just calm down and just let me sleep, because it is terrible when you cannot sleep when you have a restless leg. It's like, oh my gosh, just let me sleep. Like, I need it. But yeah, this week in particular, I have been having, I want to say I've had it 3 times this week. And yesterday, like I said, I had it, and it eventually went away, but it's just not fun. So the day after Christmas, which was the last time I've filmed, the day after Christmas, I got hit with the sickness. So here's a little rundown of what has happened and why I haven't been uploading. So the day after Christmas, I got hit with the sickness. A couple days later, I started to feel a little bit better, and I was like, I'm gonna film some videos. That day, Victoria decided that she wanted to have a fever. Just kidding, it's not her fault. But she had a fever that day. She was vomiting everywhere, and so I was just kind of down for the count with her. And then the next day, I started to feel terrible again. The next day after that, I actually got pink eye in this eye. And then 2 days ago, I started to get pink eye in this eye. So that's where I've been. But yeah, the sickness has hit me again. I feel like this pregnancy has just been so insane. I feel like I can't keep my immune system high enough to where I don't get sick every time. Victoria has gotten sick quite a bit, and then she passes it on to me, which I have a lower immune system anyway. I have been more sick this pregnancy than I have in the past 3.5 years that I've lived in this town. So just let that sink in. That reminds me of that meme. This pregnancy, I have just been sick so often. If you cannot hear from my voice, I know I sound annoying. I hate it too. I can't stand my voice right now. But I am very sick, but I'm getting up a video for you guys because I care that much about you. I haven't had a fever. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm just gonna let you think of what that sentence was gonna be. Another thing is I had a bloody nose. Now, obviously when you're pregnant, you have extra blood flowing through your body. And when you blow your nose, usually it's just pure blood. At least for me. With Victoria's pregnancy, it was 100% worse. Like, I haven't had tons of blood in my nose. I know this is really gross to talk about, but all of a sudden I was laying on the couch one day and I felt something drip out of my nose. I had a bloody nose. I don't know. And like, I had to grab the nearest thing to me, which was a shirt, a white shirt. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Luckily, the blood stains came out with hydrogen peroxide. It is my best friend now. But I had to grab the closest thing next to me because it was like a waterfall just falling out of my nose. And like I said, I had an eye infection. I put some eye drops in it, antibiotic eye drops in it, and I'm starting it on this eye. Yay me. So actually kind of sort of exciting gross thing that happened this week is I lost part of my mucus plug. Now I know this means absolutely nothing because your mucus plug does regenerate if you don't lose the entire thing. I lost part of my mucus plug and I know that's really gross. Sorry, but you're watching a pregnancy update. I mean, I've said this in so many updates. You should definitely expect to hear about gross stuff when you're watching a pregnancy update. But yeah, I lost part of my mucus plug. I want to say I lost part of my mucus plug at 32 weeks with Victoria. So this is a little 2 weeks later than hers was. But yeah, it's just kind of exciting because it just means it's that much closer and like my body is actually gearing up to have a baby, which is super, super, super exciting. I just can't wait to get this baby out of me, to have the baby snuggles. I am just so excited. Another thing is I'm craving water. Like I said at the beginning of this week, this is different. And when I'm sick, I try to drink as much water as I humanly possibly can. But this week in particular that I have been sick, I have actually been craving water, which never happens to me. It just doesn't happen. If you guys have watched any of my other pregnancy updates, you guys know that I hate water, but apparently I'm just craving water this week, and I don't know if it's my sickness or if it's the pregnancy or whatever, but I am actually just craving water. So that's very nice to know. So I had a pregnancy appointment yesterday, and I had to reschedule it. I had my appointment and I had to reschedule it, and the closest appointment that they had was 2 weeks out. So now I have to wait until 36 weeks to go to my appointment. So then it's going to be an entire month since I've been to the doctor, and then at my 36 weeks it is now every week. So yesterday was actually the day that I had my appointment and had to reschedule it. But I was having tons of contractions and they were super, super, super painful. Now my Braxton Hicks do hurt. I don't believe anyone who says that your Braxton Hicks aren't supposed to hurt because everybody's body is different. But my Braxton Hicks do hurt. These were obviously Braxton Hicks because I'm not having a baby, but they felt real, especially this one where I had to lay kind of on my side and breathe through and kind of moan through the contraction. But all day yesterday I was just having super painful contractions, and it couldn't have been because of water, because I have been craving so much water. I have been drinking so much water. And so I know that it wasn't like dehydration or anything. I was making sure to drink tons and tons of water and all of that type of stuff. But I was just having so many painful contractions yesterday, and it was getting to the point where I was like, I don't know if I should start timing these. It was that bad to the point where I was like, I was pulling out my phone and I'm like, I don't know if I should do it. Like, it doesn't feel like it should be right now. Like, please don't put me into labor right now. I do not want a NICU baby. I do not want preterm labor. Like, I don't want that. So that is really all of my pregnancy the past 2 weeks. Obviously, like, there wasn't a lot that happened. So, I mean, it wasn't like you guys missed an entire update because this was the update. I am giving it to you of what happened the past 2 weeks. I don't know if I said this, but today I am 34 weeks and 1 day pregnant. So I will back up and show you guys my belly. Okay, so this is my 34-week belly from the side, from the front, from the other side, with this shirt up. That's what my belly is looking like this week. I feel like I've grown so much the past couple weeks, and so many people have told me the exact same. But yeah, that is my belly. I'm going to measure it for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to measure it. I have no idea what we were at last time, so I cannot remember for the life of me. Looks like this time we're at 48 1/4. So that's what it's looking like this week. But yeah, that is my bump this week. So crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye guys. Please move.